Hi all, this is Dr. Chelsea from Auburn Naturopathic Medicine. On behalf of everyone in our office, I just wanted to say that our thoughts go out to all of you who are being affected by this coronavirus situation in very different ways. We're all in it together, and I just wanted to remind you that we're still here through phone appointments, through limited IV services, and through offering our awesome supplements that are helping a lot of people in this time. So we know that stress and anxiety is pretty high right now, and so I want to take a few minutes to talk to you about how to reduce your stress and anxiety. So when I think about stress and anxiety, I'm thinking three things: hormones, neurotransmitters, and inflammation. When I say the word hormones, a lot of us are thinking estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, or sex hormones, right? And yes, those can affect our mood. So a lot of them have either calming or stimulating effects, and we need them balanced to really be in that sweet spot between stimulated and relaxed. But it's important to know that there's other hormones that play a role in our mood as well. A great example of these would be cortisol and thyroid hormone. Both of these are what I like to describe as Goldilocks hormones. We want not too much and not too little. We really want them just right. So cortisol is a stress hormone, and it's also related to lots of body processes like regulation of blood sugar. When cortisol is too high or too low, it can create these symptoms of anxiety, of insomnia, and what I like to describe as feeling tired but wired. Thyroid is a little bit like that as well. So thyroid, a lot of us know a lot about because thyroid is involved in many body processes, and it's very important. When thyroid is too high or too low, again, we're seeing things like anxiety, depression, insomnia. But the real star of the show when it comes to hormones are neurotransmitters. So neurotransmitters are simply hormones that your brain uses. There are a lot of different neurotransmitters, but the main ones that I think about related to stress, anxiety, mood would be dopamine, serotonin, norepinephrine, and epinephrine. Now, dopamine is your reward neurotransmitter. That means when you do a certain behavior, your body creates dopamine, releases dopamine, and you feel pleasure. So you want not too high dopamine and not too low. When you have too high dopamine, I think of things like anxiety, irritability, aggression. When you have too low dopamine, I'm thinking lack of motivation, but I'm also thinking things like obsessions, tic behaviors, addictions, and cravings for sugar. So all of these things are when you eat sugar or you act out an obsession, it forces your body to create dopamine in a fast way that feels good but isn't very sustainable. Serotonin is a bit similar, except serotonin is our happy, feel-good chemical, and it really has a nice calming effect on our system. Mostly I think about too low serotonin, so things like cravings, things like anxiety and depression when that's too low. Then there's norepinephrine and epinephrine. So both of these are stress hormones, but they are involved in some physiological processes like maintaining blood pressure, involved in things like heart rate. A lot of people break these down too slowly, and when we undergo stressful situations, we can actually have these elevated for longer periods of time than they should be. Functionally elevated, probably not pathologically elevated. When this happens, it can create symptoms such as anxiety. Now, norepinephrine and epinephrine, like a lot of the hormones I mentioned, such as cortisol, thyroid hormone, besides creating symptoms of anxiety when they're too high or too low, they can also be involved in regulating things that play into anxiety, like heart rate, blood pressure, clear thinking, and these things can become imbalanced when the hormones are imbalanced. So the tricky thing about neurotransmitters is that everybody makes them and breaks them down a little bit differently. We have some great resources for you to figure out how your body is making and breaking them down. The first thing I would recommend is going to our website and taking your What's My Emotional Tribe quiz. So this is a fast, easy, and fun quiz, and the results are going to give you insights about how your body is making and breaking down its brain chemicals, and it's also going to give you some great suggestions for personalized supplements for your neurotransmitter picture. Now, if you want to find more about this, we have a really amazing functional genomics test. Many of our patients have had that done, and it's going to be showing us your specific genes involved in making and breaking down neurotransmitters, as well as handling things that affect the brain, like inflammations and toxins. This is available for our patients through phone consults, and it's also available for non-patients online. We also like to support neurotransmitter production with supplements, right? So sometimes you don't know exactly how your neurotransmitters are behaving, but you just want some good supplements to help balance hormones and neurotransmitters, and we've got a lot of great suggestions for those. So pretty much one of our cornerstone supplements is OptiMag Neuro. Magnesium is great for mental health because it helps make and break down neurotransmitters, so it can really be balancing. It also has an anti-anxiety effect, and we like using OptiMag Neuro because it's a special formulation that crosses the blood-brain barrier instead of getting caught in gut and muscles like a lot of forms of magnesium do. Another super cornerstone of mental health would be omega-3 fatty acids found in fish oils. So omega-3 fatty acids are super important because they can help make and nourish nervous system and nerve cells. But we've also found, or studies I should say, have also found that people with deficiencies in omega-3 fatty acids have higher risks of anxiety and depression. Now, when we look at our patients' levels of omega-3 fatty acids in our office, we find that a lot of people are deficient. And beyond these deficiencies contributing to mood, omega-3 fatty acids also help reduce inflammation. And when you have inflammation in your brain, it affects the way that your body makes and breaks down neurotransmitters and the way that your body regulates sleep. So omega-3 fatty acids are incredible for mental health from a lot of perspectives. We use Monopure to help support omega-3 fatty acid levels. Monopure is a very clean source of fish oil. Another great cornerstone supplement would be B vitamins. So B vitamins are needed for your metabolism and as well to make and break down neurotransmitters and hormones. A lot of people are deficient in B vitamins, and it's great to have a B complex that has the forms of B vitamin that are easy for your body to use. So we use B Active in our office for that. We also like to use supplements that help support neurotransmitter synthesis, breakdown, and just balance neurotransmitters. So we have a blend called Relax Max. This is a favorite in our office. It's a blend of calming, focusing, and stress-reducing compounds that will help reduce anxiety, promote sleep, and just be a nice mood booster. So that's Relax Max. Another thing for targeting specific neurotransmitters would be 5-HTP and Serotrex. So I mentioned 5-HTP is your happy, feel-good chemical. 5-HTP and Serotrex are going to help support the synthesis or the production of serotonin. It is important to remember that when we're dealing with serotonin, not everybody can take serotonin promoting supplements because they can interfere with prescription drugs. Some other good ones would be GABA. So I love GABA because GABA is actually a neurotransmitter produced in your brain, and when I think about GABA, I think about being relaxed and calm on a beach in Hawaii. GABA helps slow nerve transmission in your brain, and it also helps balance out neurotransmitters that are very excitatory, anxiety-producing, kind of create that racing mind. So GABA is great for anxiety and promoting of sleep. Another great one would be Lavella. So Lavella is just lavender. It's very gentle, it's very safe, and has the added benefit of helping balance hormones. Lavella is very clinically effective for reducing anxiety and promoting sleep, and there are clinical studies to back it up. So that is a great one there. Now keep in mind, all of these supplements are available through order, through mail out, through pickup in our office. But when you're starting a supplement, not all of these supplements play nice with all prescription drugs. So it is good to have doctor or medical professional supervision when adding in new supplements. Now, supplements are not the only good thing to add into your body. There's a reason that they say food is mood. So diet is another cornerstone of mental health for lots of reasons, and the biggest one is nutrients. So I'm talking things like antioxidants, vitamins, minerals. These all are provided by your diet. Now, these minerals are really important to mental health, so much so that studies looking at ADHD patients showed that 60 to 80% of ADHD patients responded to micronutrient therapy. These nutrients are needed to make and break down, you got it, hormones, neurotransmitters, to clear inflammation and to detoxify your body. Now, diet is cornerstone, but for some patients, it's not enough. So what we offer for our patients are micronutrient panels. These are looking at your cellular levels of antioxidants, of nutrients, of vitamins, all really important for your overall health, and it's looking at them in the cells. Now, we also like to support nutrients with supplements a lot of times, so we have some great blends in our office. Active Nutrients, Minrex, OptiCleanse, all blends offering a little bit different approaches to vitamins, minerals, and some even anti-inflammatory blends for your body. A lot of our patients also like B vitamin shots and Myers IVs. So the Myers IVs we're still offering in a limited capacity in our office, and both the shots and the IVs are great ways to get a fast dose of B vitamins or other vitamins, minerals, and nutrients into your cells, into your bloodstream, and really kind of pick you up right away. So diet, cornerstone of nutrients, lots of other great things we can do to support nutrients. Another reason that diet is important is because blood sugar swings can actually contribute to anxiety, irritability, fatigue. You've all heard the term hangry, and that is medically a real phenomenon. So things like foods that are high processed carbohydrates, high in sugar, are going to be things that are going to promote swings in blood sugar. On the other hand, you have things that are high in good, healthy fats and high in protein. And not only do these help stabilize your blood sugar, they also can help provide the nutrients that your nervous system needs to nourish and make nerve cells, make cellular membranes, and to make neurotransmitters. Fiber is also a really great addition to diet to help support blood sugar. And finally, diet is very important because imbalanced diet can actually activate inflammation. And as I mentioned earlier, when you have inflammation activated in your brain, it can interfere with mood and sleep. So be mindful as to what you're putting into your body. And we have our doctors and our nutritionists still available through phone if you need more help with that. Don't forget things like meditation, exercise, gratitude journaling. All of these you can do at home. All have been studied to help improve mood, reduce anxiety and depression, actually trigger happiness chemicals in your brain. So we are still here for you through phone, through online resources, through supplements, and we wish you best of health.